Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to cover the most underrated perfumes in my collection in no particular order. And I think these perfumes are underrated for a couple reasons. Either they're a really good value and I think they're really good fragrances, or they're really what I consider good fragrances but also pretty unique and not really talked about or given much focus and attention, so underrated, yeah. So first off, I have one of my very favorites by Armaf, Italiano Donna, which is supposedly a clone of Dolce & Gabbana Parfum, I think. I've never smelled it, but I really love this scent. It's got a lot of tonka, but it's like a creamy sandalwood, tonka vanilla with orange, an orange blossom, but I get mostly the tonka and the sandalwood to just kind of like balance out the sweetness of it. So it's not, it's very cozy, it's very soft, but also just delicious and inexpensive because it's a clone. And Armaf is a great house. They, you know, when you buy designer fragrances, the price tag is including the marketing campaign. So companies like Armaf that are creating these clone fragrances without the marketing campaign can sell them at a cheaper price. Hence they are good, and I think they have real skill in their thing. I like it from the opening to the end. I reach for this all the time. I'm sure it'll run out and I'll get a new bottle. So yeah, Italiano Donna by Armaf, number one. Next is what I consider my very favorite, also underrated. It's a Atelier cologne, definitely not inexpensive. This one is, it's pricey. It's a niche brand out of France, I think, but it's just a scent that I don't hear talked about very often, and I adore it. I've had other people tell me that they think this smells like cannabis, but I don't think so. And I don't get very good feedback from men when I like have them smell it, because it's one of my favorites. I'm like, yeah, let's try this, and they're like, nah. I think it's not sweet enough for guys usually, but not a woman. I don't know, maybe it just depends on the guy, and I just asked the wrong ones. But yeah, this is like a tea scent that is kind of herby. It's got some mint. It's very refreshing. I feel like maybe the mint helps it be refreshing. And even though it's got some weird notes in it like cumin, I don't really get that. I don't get a spiciness to it. I just get like a nice fresh tea scent that's unique. So Filtra Ceylon by Atelier Cologne, also underrated. Next I have a celebrity fragrance, Eau de Gaga. Eau de Gaga is a very inexpensive fragrance, and if you like lime, which lime is my favorite note in a fragrance, or you like leather, leather's not my favorite note, but with this it's really good, I think. So this lime leather fragrance by Lady Gaga, it's kind of unisex. Eau de Gaga. Its longevity is decent. I won't say it's great. Maybe 4 hours. I kind of overspray this when I put it on. I just love lime. It's so good. So inexpensive, great celebrity fragrance, unique, with, if you like lime or leather, you gotta have it. Eau de Gaga. Next I have one of my early all-time favorites is Club de Nuit by Armaf. Just the regular Club de Nuit. And I don't know what this is a clone for, but it's a clone for something because it's Armaf. But to me, it's just a really comforting, sweet, floral. It doesn't smell floral. I don't know. It's one, I've said this, it smells like nothing I can pull out, but it has rose, patchouli, fruits. What is it? Grapefruit, orange, bergamot, peach, lychee, jasmine, geranium, vetiver, vanilla, and musk. So it's a lot of notes, but I just get this like very comforting, soothing, it must be the rose, I guess, I don't know, that but it doesn't smell like rose to me. It just smells like its own thing that's really lovely, really inexpensive. Armaf is not pricey. Again, I like Armaf a lot. And this is Club de Nuit, also one of my favorites. This is the first fragrance I ever bought a backup bottle of, so when I get done with this, I have another one. Oh, next I think underrated is Red Door Aura by Elizabeth Arden. And I think this one is just never gets any love. Never hear anybody talk about it. And I've always thought this was a really intoxicating floral. It's got raspberry and a bunch of florals, jasmine, orange blossom. It's also got sandalwood. I feel like every fragrance I really like has sandalwood in it. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them. I'm a fan. Amber, musk, and rose. Yeah, it's just, yeah, Red Door Aura. Good, like, spring, good longevity, really good longevity, great price, not an expensive fragrance. Yeah, so another underrated gem, Red Door Aura by Elizabeth Arden. Next is one of my morning favorites, one of my work scents that I have been reaching for a lot in the winter time. I don't necessarily reach for it as much in the summer, but it actually works if it's not too hot. And this is Adrienne Vittadini Capri. And this one I never hear anybody talk about. I got this at Parfums Raffi up in Sherman Oaks, and just based on a sample that I smelled. And I really think I get a smell of black licorice and honey, but that's not in this. It's got like limoncello accord and green notes. I think it's like a nice uplifting citrus with some herbal notes, but it's still kind of feminine. I mean, it's not the most feminine, it's not sweet. It's kind of fresh. But if you like an uplifting, if you like black licorice, even though it doesn't have it, it kind of smells like it, you probably like this. Adrienne Vittadini Capri. Another one I think is underrated is Secret Genius by Pinrose. Cannot see. There we go. Yeah, and this one is another sandalwood bomb. Oh, I love this one. It's got caramel, vanilla. It's like white chocolate, sandalwood, and cedar. How can you not love that? That's so good. 5 notes. I like a simple composition, and if you're putting sandalwood in it and a bunch of gourmand notes, yeah, this, I said this before, but it smells to me like the powder on a bazooka bubble gum wrapper, strangely. So it takes me back to being like 6. I'll spray this on my underwear, my bra and panties when I go out sometimes, because I just think it's really like cozy, sweet, but not overly sweet. The gourmand is really well balanced in this with the woody notes. So Secret Genius, also a vegan for sure perfume and brand, so definitely a good one. Pinrose, Secret Genius. Next is a new one to my collection, and this is Elie Saab Le Parfum Intense. And I actually got the regular to compare them, and I like this one a little bit better. This is heavy in honey, African orange flower, and vanilla, I think, and it's so good. It reminds me a little bit of Scandal, but like Scandal is like honey that punches you in the face. Like you put one spray on, you're just like honey in the face. This is like honey that like caresses your cheek and is very sweet and nice. It's also still got that kind of warm, sexy, sweet honeyness, but the African orange flower balances out, makes it kind of a subtle floral as well, so it's not overwhelming or overpowering on the honey. And this is a new one to my collection. So Elie Saab Le Parfum Intense. Yeah, this is a good one. Thanks Mila LeBlanc for recommending this to me, because I think I don't hear people talk about it, and it's really, really nice. The next underrated is, I don't have it yet, but eventually I will. It's Aquolina Pink Sugar Sensual. And this, I was spraying it yesterday. It's just like edible. I think this is a fantastic date night scent. It's really, really affordable. Pink Sugar, Sensual, Pink Sugar, both very, very affordable Italian fragrances. And this one is just like, makes me want to eat myself. So yummy. It's got like the most scrumptious fruit, but it's also pretty subtle, so you can wear it on a date and not be like too much or too pungent. Pink Sugar Sensual by Aquolina, also so highly underrated. And lastly, maybe leastly, I don't know. It depends on whether you like rose. But I think this Juliet Has a Gun Mad Madam is a highly underrated fragrance, especially for rose lovers. I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about this fragrance, and I think it's a really nice rose. It is kind of animalic, so you have to kind of expect that. But it's just so realistic to me, and so like shoving my face into a red rose that it's got like full-on fragrance that hasn't dissipated yet. And it's just nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's maybe polarizing. I get kind of mixed feedback from it. And I guess, you know, some people don't like rose, but I really like it. So yeah, Juliet Has a Gun, Mad Madam. Another underrated one. Well, so that's my collection. What I think the you know, maybe best value that doesn't get a lot of love, or just really good scents that nobody ever talks about. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't, and like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.